You'd better get rid of that technology.
Come with me. See something more than Goliath.
With all the wounded there are these days, we can hardly keep up.
That's more of a reason. If we keep doing the same things, this war won't end.
Nothing we can do will end this war.
Someone has to do something. Doing the same thing again and again, it's insane.
But what can be done that the warlords haven't done already?
We can take a risk. Isn't it more important that we win this war rather than how we win it? Come with me. I need someone to watch my back when I go look for some supplies. And I know I can trust you.
I can't leave. Stormson, Caldron is counting on me. And there are so many wounded.
You patch them up. I want to give people a chance to fight back. If I can pull this off, you will have fewer wounded to worry about.
Are you in need of medical supplies? It'll take time to prepare them, I'm afraid, with all the fighting we haven't any stocks left.
Do you help everyone who asks?
It is a healer's duty, especially in these times of war. And it is needed, bitterly, which is what I have heard from everyone we picked up. Terrible. I wish I could offer aid to all those in need, but it seems not even our magic helps us keep up with supplies.
You must hear a lot about what's going on.
I don't need to hear. I get to see the results. The magic the Albs are using is so destructive. Somehow they're managing to use pure Elex, and it makes me fear for our warriors.
It's more powerful than Berserker magic?
It's more destructive. With the damage it's causing, I can't believe it isn't tearing the Albs apart too. It must hurt them.
Hurt? Yes. But they're trained to reject emotions and feelings.
Yes. They say Elex makes machines of men, but I have heard there are Albs who have escaped their addiction. I wish I could meet one. Knowing what they feel might help me assist others to overcome their addiction.
What do you know about Elex withdrawal?
I met an Alb separatist. He was brought in as a prisoner. His external wounds weren't so bad, but internally, emotionally, he was trying to cope with all those withdrawal symptoms, and at the same time he was rediscovering his emotions. All that pain, all that confusion.
What happened to him? Where is he?
He died. It was all just too much. I wish I could have learned more from him. If he could leave, so could others. Maybe that could offer hope to us all.
Can you heal my wounds?
Let me have a look. You don't seem to have any broken bones. Here, I think this will aid you.
Thank you.
We are here to heal. Besides, the more people who can patch themselves up, the less time we'll have to spend picking up the pieces.
Yeah? Not now.
Another time, yeah? You'd better not try anything.
Hey, did you know there were some weapons brought back here to Goliad? Energy weapons taken from the clerics? I'd be interested in getting a look at them, if you know how I could get a chance to do that.
And if I did know something about them?
That would be good, for both of us. Listen, what I need is some help. Let's be straight. You recently tracked down a pair of cleric weapons, didn't you?
Is that an accusation?
This is a small town with lots of big mouths. There aren't really that many secrets. So, have you given those weapons over to the pit? Or do you still have them? I know some people who would be happy to pay for them. The berserkers don't want them. The clerics do.
What will you pay me for them?
Of course, of course. I can offer you Elex if you give them to me. That would only be fair. And should you wish to learn more about technology, I could point you to where answers can be found.
I'll sell the weapons to you.
Sell? No, think of this as a finder's fee. I'll make sure these get back to the right place.
Not now.
So, you decided to stick around. Well, I've been given a job by Warlord Ragnar that I think might suit you, if you want to stay around for longer.
Tell me about the job.
Well, the task I have on offer should profit you, and though it's not the best way to sell our community to you, it should demonstrate that we're open about things here. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Goliad a few months ago. A rather dedicated berserker named Ascor was killed. There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed. So, Ragnar wants me to follow up and find the murderer.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
And you think I can find the killer?
You're a stranger here. That means you might see things I won't.
What kind of logic is that?
To be honest, I think this is a dead-end job. But Ragnar, against all the evidence, seems to think it was a berserker that killed Ascor, and he wants answers. Me, I think it's a wild goose chase. None of Ragnar's questioning has thrown up any proof a berserker was involved in this, so chances are it was an alb, an outlaw, or a reaver. But if a warlord has an itch to scratch, then that means we have to go and scratch it. So, let's cross all these suspects off the list and give them some closure.
Is this why you brought me to Goliad? To do your dirty work?
I brought you to Goliad to give you a chance. And this is a way to earn it by getting a warlord on your side.
Does Ragnar think a berserker murdered Ascor?
Ascor was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Idam. But if Ragnar's right, then it must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his reasons.
Tell me about the victim.
His name was Ascor. He was a warrior, newly promoted from cultivator. Ragnar had high hopes for him, but Ascor wasn't popular. He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone, and it wasn't like he had many shards to up and disappear with. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Askor's body rotting up in the forest. It looks like he was stabbed several times with a sword. Whoever did it was strong enough to overcome him, but clumsy. They didn't find anything on Askor to point to who might be the murderer.
I'll find the murderer.
Ragnar wants answers. He seems determined to find out what happened. Myself, I don't know if we'll ever know what happened. But if we can eliminate these 5 suspects, he might let this go. And who knows? Maybe one of them did do it, and you'll get the proof.
Will the suspects talk to me?
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders. They'll answer your questions. Let me know if you need help. Remember, my sword belongs to you.
Who are the suspects?
A group of people who were out there in the forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to be a guard. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi. But I think the only real reason he's on the list is because he knew Askor when he was younger. Then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Abessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list. Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen, a hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. There's something troubling him. Last are Irdor and Rock. Rock I can't get a handle on. There's something he's not happy about. Irdor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but seems to care about his job. They were all outside Goliath at the time of the murder.
What do you want me to ask them?
Where they were 3 months ago around Mana's Eve when the crime was committed. What they thought of Askor. I doubt you'll get a confession. I doubt any of them did it, but you'll get a sense of the men. Then you can report back to me so we can close the case.
Where can I find them?
They're all still out there. Track them down, then report back to me when you've discovered something.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
About my support. How am I doing?
You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval.
You should put that away. Technology will get you into trouble here. put that away. Technology will get you into trouble here.
I'm looking to make a trade.
And what brings you to me?
I've heard you're the person to talk to when you need something hard to get hold of.
Did Angrim send you? Look, I don't know where he gets these ideas about me.
I'm not here from Angrim. I need to buy a laser weapon, the sort the clerics use. I got hold of one recently, but then Hakon spotted it and confiscated it. Do you know how I can get hold of another one? And if you can get me one, can you get me, say, 3?
Are you insane? I don't know this man. I've never met him.
Keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, stranger. I've no idea what you're talking about. Trade? Me? I'm a solid, honest berserker. I don't know who told you what, but get lost before you get me exiled, or worse.
I'm going.
Why do you think you're losing the war?
You've seen the enemy. Alb raiders? Cleric mechs? Guns? We are the guardians of Magalan. It's our duty to win this war. Why does it matter how we win it? It's winning and choosing what we do afterwards that counts.
And how do you want to win?
In a fair fight, not with swords and superstition against energy weapons. If we've crossed the line and are prepared to kill a man, why question the way he was killed? Better to give up some of our principles than ask our warriors to give up their lives. Ah, incomer. It would be good to talk later and hear your news.
I want to make a trade.
Always happy to trade. That technology will get you into trouble here.
I want to make a trade.
Always happy to trade.
I want to make a trade.
Always happy to trade. That technology will get you into trouble here.
If only we knew if these rumors were true.
Can we trade?
Look around. Tell me what you need.
Put that technology away.
Well, if that's what they're saying.
Up, you can stop there. Entry into the pit is only for authorized personnel.
I'm looking for a guard called Alvar.
Well, you won't find him here. So, be on your way.
Alvar is needed on duty. Elder sent me.
Has he skipped duty again? I'm afraid I haven't seen him for a few days. Last time I saw him, we had a real session. He had some really hard stuff with him. I woke up next day under the balcony of Ragnar's stronghold. I've no idea where Alvar went. All I know is we caused some real trouble. My wife's still not speaking to me.
Should I check the area around Ragnar's fortress then?
Sure, you can do that. Up, you can stop there. Entry into the pit is only for authorized personnel.
Wait. One moment.
What now?
Seeing as you're looking to settle down here, you'll be needing to make friends, won't you? So, friend, why don't you head down to the tavern and bring me something back?
You're going to get drunk on guard duty?
It'll take more beer than you can carry to go to my head. Come on. I'm stuck here. Least you can do is get me a pint.
What do you want from the tavern?
Beer. Water, hops, barley. That touch of genius. Nectar of the gods. Oh, now I really need a drink.
May the sun shine on you.
that isn't enough.
Technology, take it to the pit.
Welcome to the Mana Shrine. Have you been sent here with a task? Or are you here in search of a healer? Speak now. Or have you taken a vow of silence?
Your healers here?
Ah, well, you will find healers among us. But you will learn we also use the name for those who heal, Magalan. Perhaps not Amric's best choice of name, but we're in the habit of using it now. We cure Magalan from the curse of Elex, and from that curse, we bring the blessing of mana.
It sounds like you're doing good work.
Saving our world, the only work that matters. This is the Mana Shrine, where Elex is turned from poison to nectar. One day, all Elex will come here, and Magalan will be free from its influence. Until then, we must contend with the danger here. The power released from Elex can make the shrine a hazardous place. Please, be careful here. The power of Elex. Tell me, who are you? You've not said what you're doing here. Something brought you here, didn't it? You were drawn to this place.
I was an alb, but I'm free from Elex now.
Then you are an alb no more. It is Elex that turns a man into an alb. Without that poison, you are free to make your own choices. You have told me who you were. Now we will find out who you are. Please understand, whatever feelings are new to you, every person faces that same struggle. It is the struggle Magalan suffers from too. She is dosed with Elex. She has it in her veins as you did. But Magalan does not suffer from temptation. You must feel the lure of Elex to your bones, the power it offers. Resist it. One sign of you giving in to the temptation of Elex, and I will be forced to report you. If this world gives in to Elex, it will consume us all.
What do you do here, other than give free advice?
As I have already explained, I oversee the Mana Shrine here. As Amric said, our hope for Magalan is that all Elex shall become mana, that from mana Magalan will be reborn. From wasteland shall spring forest, for we are the healers of the world. So, the workers bring the Elex to us, and we transmute it at the Mana Shrine. Well, that is supposed to be what happens, but people don't seem able to stick to their tasks.
How does mana help you cast magic?
That we have yet to understand, though we do study it. Even now, Thorold the Pilgrim has withdrawn from Elex to study its mysteries, in the hope we can grow stronger. Those who cast magic will tell you that while the Albs lose their emotions closing off their minds, mana opens the mind, connects you and the world.
Isn't mana addictive like Elex?
It is the power of mana that is addictive, not the substance itself. You can see that in Goliath. We don't need mana like the Albs have to have their Elex. And we use a lot less. Most of the Elex we find is given to our seedlings. Mana puts our bodies and minds in harmony with the magic we use. For us, it is natural. The energy the Albs use in magic is torn from the world. It damages them, and it damages the world.
So, how do you transform Elex?
Transmute. We transmute Elex. We place the Elex in the mana shrine. There is something in this mountain, the way the rock was changed by the comet. As the Elex passes through, it is changed, purified into mana. If you bring anything that has been altered by Elex close to the shrine, you can feel it.
You say people aren't doing their tasks.
Yes, the biggest problem we have is temptation. Elex corrupts people as it does the planet. Last week, 5 large pieces of Elex disappeared from the shrine before it could be transmuted, at the same time as Kral, one of our guards.
So Kral stole the Elex?
I think Kral is the thief, but thinking is uncertainty. The searches for him and the Elex have come up empty, and I have no idea why he would take the Elex.
I can find Kral for you, for a price.
Honest labor deserves reward. I can put in a good word for you with the warlords. Then, if you decide to join us, that will open the way for you. If it is shards that would help motivate you, then I can offer you payment. I know we all need to pay our way in the world. So, will you help me?
Maybe. Where would I need to start looking for Kral?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? The guards tried Ragnar's stronghold at the top of Goliath. Kral spent a lot of time up there, sitting out on the main balcony. He's a thinker. While the guards might have been there already, they aren't the best of investigators. Maybe you will have more fortune if you look there.
You're comfortable with an Alb living in Goliath?
An Alb is a man who has become a slave to Elex. It seems to me that you have freed yourself. That makes you a rare individual. Still, you are wise to be wary. There are those here who would kill you if they learn your background. But though it is not one of our written laws, it is central to our beliefs and to me that we should give all those who want it a second chance. If you are prepared to leave your past behind, you should be given a chance. Are you willing to do this?
What are the laws?
The laws were laid down by Amrak when he founded the Berserkers. But what matters is the spirit of the law. Protect Magalan. That is what Amrak truly intended when he founded the Berserkers. Whatever words and interpretations have been added to Amrak's words, it is Magalan's future that counts above all.
What do you do with the mana?
Our mana is everything. It is life itself. It is mana that allows us to do magic. No other faction of the free people can do that. The mana potions we make give us that ability. It makes our warriors stronger, more powerful than any of the Albs' machines. But it doesn't just make us strong, it also makes the world blossom. Look around. All of this is the work of our world hearts.
World Hearts?
World Hearts are the center of everything we do. The heart of the Berserkers. They are plants we enrich with mana. They bring the soil back to life.
Will you trade me some mana for Elex?
Gladly.
What goods have you got?
Sure. What are you doing here?
I found Alvar.
Oh, great. And what excuse did he have for not turning up?
A pretty good one. He's dead.
Excuse me, what? I asked you to bring him here, not kill him.
Well, I didn't. He managed it himself. He took a chem overdose.
Asshole. Couldn't even take chems right.
So, you're not sympathetic then?
Listen, I think whatever stripper Raptor gut was dealing that stuff deserves to die. But Alvar getting himself addicted? Well, that's gone and landed me in it, hasn't it? I'll have to risk it and go to Cormac myself. And hope I don't get exiled for abandoning my post while I do. Thanks for taking care of that. Good to know some fly-bitten wanderer I've never met before cares about me more than my own superiors. Take this Elex, and the humble thanks of the mighty warrior they left in charge of a whole sector. You'd better watch yourself. There are jackals here. Stop using that here. This is no place for technology. using that here. This is no place for technology.
You should get out of here.
Give me a drink.
What'll it be? So, I have to go.
What are you doing here?
Your buddy Alvar is dead.
He is? I mean, what?
He's dead.
Yes. I got that. Shit. I knew nothing good would happen to that old soak. But dead? He was a good friend. Thank you for letting me know. Where is his body?
Below Ragnar's stronghold.
Right. I will take care of his funeral as soon as I can.
I brought your beer.
Ah, that's what I need. About time, too.
And so here's where you give me my reward.
Your reward was getting in through that gate. Be grateful.
Letting people in is your job.
So is keeping people out. I give the word and you'll never get in here.
How about you pay me and give your word?
Are you looking for a fight? Because you've got one. There. What happened to that big mouth of yours? Swollen shut now, is it?
Drogue, time you learn to keep that mouth shut.
And you're the one to shut it, are you? Put that weapon away. You really want to cause trouble?
Krall's diary. No sign of the man. But let's see if he has left me a clue in here. Last entry. First the Elex devours him. Now it devours me. But I have no choice. Surely to steal is better than to kill. If I don't act now, then death must follow. So, the choice is made, and we must both go into the mausoleum. Perhaps we can live in this house of the dead. Either this guy is reliving teenage poetry, or I just found out where he went. I should tell Caldro. Well, I found Krall's diary.
Where did you find it? And does it tell you anything useful?
By the balcony of Ragnar's stronghold. Krall wrote about a mausoleum outside of Goliet. Maybe he went there.
Then he has picked the perfect place to hide. I don't know anyone who would go willing into that mausoleum to search for him. It is a place for the dead.
I'll go, if you tell me where it is.
Very well. You will find the mausoleum in the area outside Goliet that is down below the pit, southeast towards the World Heart. Tread carefully, though. People are telling stories of some sort of undead creature there. Not that I believe in such things myself.
Is that a fact?
I've heard a lot about that. I'm not sure I believe it.
What are you doing here? You should go. This place is dangerous. You should move on.
You're Krall, the guard from the Mana Shrine, right?
Yeah. You've come looking for me then, huh? And you came running, did you?
You took the Elex from the Mana Shrine.
Who says I did? You know how much Elex sells for? Lots of people want to steal it.
Why did you steal the Elex?
What's that to you? I've not seen you before.
Tell me what happened. Maybe I won't give you up.
How can I be sure of that?
You can't. But if I don't go back to Goliath, then they will know you're here. You don't have a choice.
No. No, I don't, do I?
Use your chance to get out of this, or leave it. Your choice.
Who says there's anything to explain? Elex, it's worth a lot. I took it. I sold it.
You wouldn't be hiding out here if you had.
Maybe I like mausoleums. Go on, ask your questions.
Why do you need Elex?
I'm not hiding. Have you met the mutant here?
No.
That is my brother, Grimmer. The Albs captured him and took him to that converter. They were going to throw him in. He escaped somehow. But the converter had changed him. I don't know how he survived. But whatever that machine did to him, it's left him needing Elex. If he goes without it for any time, then he's in pain. Without it, I know he'll die. He's my brother. Sometimes I wonder if I did the right thing in saving him.
You're feeding Elex to your brother.
I'm controlling it. Trying to lessen the dose each time. I'm weaning him off it, I'm sure. I keep going, I can get him back. When he's better, I'll go back to Goliath. I'll explain everything to Caldron. Until then, I can't. They wouldn't understand what I'm doing.
You should end his suffering.
He's my brother. I know he's still in there somewhere. If we can keep him alive, I can get him back. I can't give up on him.
You can keep the Elex.
Yeah, great. I wouldn't have given it to you anyway. What will you say to Caldron?
I'll say I found your corpse.
Dead should answer the question. They won't look for a dead man. Maybe. I can explain that. If I go back in the future, say the body was mutilated, I'll say that I planted things on it. I hope I can go back to Goliath after my brother's cured. I have to take care of my brother.
I'm out of lockpicks.
Ah, shit. Back the fuck off, alright? You don't need trouble. Just walk away and pretend you didn't find me, okay?
Find you? I wasn't looking for you. What are you doing here?
I'm on vacation. Look at the view. Stick around. The dancing girls are on at 8.
Why are you hanging around outside Goliad?
What? I can't stand here? You gonna hassle someone for just standing here? What are you, a fucking owl? So what do you want?
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting on your mom. What do you think I'm doing? I'm trying to find some shit that's worth selling. You even know how much tech they have stashed in their pit? They actually throw all that shit away. But while I know that, it's not like I can hang about up there in Goliad to try and get it. Those tree shaggers get funny about outlaws. Sometimes they bar you from the town for no reason.
So you're just waiting down here, hoping someone brings it to you?
No, I got an arrangement with Ornir. He finds the best shit in the pit. He gives me that, I give him some shards. No one shoots anyone, we're all happy. We're all happy. That asshole has left me out here with nothing for the last week. And I know he's there. I've seen the little shit creeping around, peering out of the gate.
You're barred from Goliad?
Not barred as such, more like forbidden entry on pain of death. I just took some shit, that's all. It's not like they were even using it. Like I said, they throw all sorts of valuable shit into that pit of theirs. So I'm here to collect it and put it to use.
How is life as an outlaw?
Total, unmitigated, and relentless fucking joy. I mean, look at me. Who wouldn't want to be stuck out here waiting to get eaten by raptors?
You're not happy being an outlaw?
You know, at least it was my own stupid, shitty decision to be out here. Those poor dumb pricks up there, they come out here to get eaten by raptors because some other dumb prick tells them to. If there's one thing I've learned, if you're gonna end up in this shit, it's better to make that shit yourself, rather than roll around in someone else's.
Why should I help you?
I'll give you the shards I was gonna give to Ornir. He deserves to bleed a bit after all this waiting.
I'll speak to Ornir for you.
Of course, don't tell him we have a deal when you meet him. He might lose his motivation for coming out here, and then the two of us would lose out.
About Kral.
Yes?
I found Kral. Kral is in hiding.
You know this for sure?
Yes, he's in the old mausoleum. He's hiding there with his brother.
His brother is dead. He was killed in a converter.
His brother didn't die, but he was changed. This is why Kral took the Elex. He's been feeding it to his brother to keep him alive.
Then his brother is dead, even if it is a living death. His will rotted by the Elex. He must now be as mindless as one of the Alb's mutants. Thank you for finding them. I will send men to deal with this problem. Kral must be returned and his brother saved from his misery. A brother's love. Kral must have thought he was saving Grimar. But to live is an abomination, twisted by Elex. Sometimes love blinds us. But you have done him and the Berserkers a service. You have my pledge, should you need it. Something has occurred to me. Perhaps you could help me with something.
What do you need?
I need someone less conspicuous than myself to do some inquiring. You see, I need some answers, but if I start asking questions, it might be as bad as me outright condemning the man in question. Suspicion sticks and people can start to see someone as guilty, even if there is nothing wrong. So, that is why I'd like you to do the asking. You see, there is a cultivator by the name of Ulrich, a willing and capable berserker. But there has been a change in him of late. Something I can't quite put my finger on. I would like you to speak to him and see if you can find out what is troubling him.
What do you suspect Orc's problem is?
Well, that's the issue. Suspicion is all I have. You see, Ulrich has continued with his tasks. He is polite and helpful, but there is a distance. He isn't as open as he used to be.
How can I find out what's wrong?
Just talk with him. See if you get the same feeling. He is someone who loves what he does. You should have no trouble getting him talking about his work in the seeding fields. It has long been a passion of his. But maybe that's it. Maybe he's seeking promotion. Or maybe he's just having a bad day. Whatever it is, he served us well, and if there is something wrong, I'd like to help him. I don't want him to be afraid to tell me of problems.
Talk to you later.
You're new here, right? You're an incomer? Tell me, what do you think about our laws? Do you think they should be strict, or just used as guidelines?
Laws should be guidelines.
It's time you had an education.
Who are you?
My name is Ornir. I'm one of the workers at the pit. We decommission forbidden technology here, making Magalan safer one machine at a time. I came up with that. Not everyone understands what we do here, particularly incomers. But as Amrek said, technology is seduction. The easy path will lay us waste. And so, here we are, removing temptation from the weak-minded.
Why are you asking me about laws?
Well, you're not one of us. So, I'm not surprised at all that you don't think much of our laws. Listen, can I ask you a favor? As an outsider, you're not bound by our laws. Not as much as a true berserker.
What help do you need?
I believe I saw someone in the pit. Then he escaped. He's sort of hanging around outside town, down that path near the gate. I think he's an outlaw. I'm only guessing, but I think he must be after the equipment we throw down there into the pit. If it is really one, then he has to disappear.
Why don't you tell the guards?
No, if that's a real outlaw, they couldn't deal with it. They're not top-notch, that's why they're here, not on the front line. No, I wouldn't want to put them in danger, but you look like you can handle yourself.
Why would an outlaw be down there?
Stealing, of course. Bastards want nothing else but to make themselves rich. And the pit is where we throw all the bits of technology once they've had the Elex removed. Worthless to us, but an outlaw? Well, they'd try and sell maggots to a corpse, wouldn't they?
What exactly do you want me to do?
Kill him. The outlaw. I'd recommend you do it from a distance. Don't get close. I'm certain he's up to something.
So, why don't you take care of it?
I'm not allowed to leave here. I've got to do things. I'm a technical expert. Angram wouldn't want me to endanger myself. I mean, if he was a piece of technology, I'd be there. The Elex would be out. The law would be satisfied, but... Look, Angram's already watching me. He hears I've been near an outlaw, I'm dead, or exiled.
I'll check the area and see if someone's there.
Good. Thanks. There's something there, all right. Please get rid of him.
I found the outlaw.
Is he dead?
No. I talked to him.
Talked? Why did you talk? What did he say?
He wants you to start trading with him again.
Trading? What trading? What are you talking about? If I was trading, that would be against the law. I mean, I'd be a dead man.
About the outlaw.
What? What about him?
Why did you stop trading with him?
I wasn't trading. Trading would be illegal. Elex technology is forbidden. Trading without a license is forbidden. Trading with people outside Goliath is forbidden. Anyway, I mean, that stuff was junk. I wasn't doing any harm. And Angram is monitoring the Elex oscillations in the area. Quit messing around with that gizmo, will you?
About the outlaw.
What? What about him?
Quit messing around with that gizmo, will you?
About the outlaw.
What? What about him?
You should keep trading with Bigby. Here, will this Alexit persuade you?
Well, if it matters that much to you. All right then. I will start trading with Bigby again. But I won't take a gamble of getting exiled. As soon as there is even a trace of a suspicion against me, this is over. And I'll tell them you were involved. If I go down, you will go down. Okay, I will trade with Bigby again. You can tell him that I need the same terms as before. No, he'll have to make it more, all right? Because of the risk.
Quit messing around with that gizmo, will you?
You're responsible for overseeing the pit, aren't you?
What's that to a hunter?
So you're responsible for all the Elex technology in Goliath?
Why? Have you found something while you were out hunting?
Do you destroy everything that comes to you? Or do you ever try any of it out? And would you ever think of testing it in the field?
You mean give Elex weapons to someone to see if they work? Someone like you? Huh. It's an interesting idea. Say, why not meet me in the tavern later? I'll talk to you about it.
Sure, I can be in the tavern later. And I'll be buying. Today's the day things change, my friend. Today is the day when a chance was taken, that the door to victory was opened.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the future of Magalan. This world will grow again, across all the lands. I'm talking about the safety of Goliath and all who live here. A fair chance to turn the battle. These Alps will be in for a shock, and once the way is shown, all berserkers will follow. The world is changing. We must all see that.
The seedling fields are safe. The rot boars are dead.
Rot boars? Vermin. It speaks well that you acted without needing orders. I should have listened to Auric. He told me he suspected something was burrowing in the cliffs. I assume Auric is doing well?
It seems so.
Good. Your help is appreciated. Thank you for standing with us.
How are the seedlings?
but it will take time to train Oryx's replacement and give them the care they need. And, in the meantime, we have a different problem. I've had to put all the cultivators to work to repair the damage the rot boars did to the fields. And that's left me short of people to gather the healing roots our healers are demanding.
You need someone to harvest the healing roots?
Yes, to harvest them and bring them back here. Any pair of hands willing to assist will be welcome. Please, we need those healing roots to care for the wounded.
I will harvest the healing roots.
Good, good. I would be very grateful. We all would. If you can make sure you pick the mature roots, those are the only ones with healing properties.
Where can I find the healing roots?
They grow in small clusters around the lake above Goliath. They can be easy to overlook, so you may need to search for them a little.
All right.
Good. Now get to work.
Damn technology! Take it to the pit!
Fucking mutants! They're so desperate for Elex, they even try eating the mana from the seedlings. All that work, ruined by damn rot boars.
There's mana in the seedlings?
Of course. We feed them with it. But mana is made from Elex, right? The mutants can feel that. They think if they eat the plants, they'll get the Elex. But they get mana instead. At least that makes them weaker. Then they're easier to kill off. But only after they've done the damage. That doesn't help me keep the seedlings alive, though. And that's my task. I look after all the seedlings here. Wait a moment. You look familiar to me. Yeah, I've seen you somewhere before.
You must be mistaken. We've not met.
I didn't say we'd met, just that I recognized you, but no, you couldn't be him. I mean, what would an Alb commander be doing here in Goliath? I mean, what, you just decided to stop conquering Magalan and hang out here with me instead? That'd be crazy. But, you know, you do look really like him. You should be careful. If someone else recognizes you, thinks they recognize you, then you'd never get back to the Ice Palace.
So, your job is to protect these plants from mutants.
Happy. I've got the most important job in Goliath. Hey, maybe even on Magalan. Protecting the seedlings, that's the law. World hearts are to be protected from everyone and everything. Not that these little baby seedlings are world hearts yet. But now Boren's had the mana delivery from Caldrim, we can start cultivating them again, and then, who knows? World hearts, proper world hearts, are rare. But maybe, just maybe, one of these little things will make it to maturity.
Are you happy working for Caldrim?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not always so easy. Caldrim is pretty strict about how the plants are grown and what you do with them, and, well, how are we gonna learn like that? You think the first cultivators just stood and watched things grow? The first mages just waited for magic? No, they tried things. They experimented.
Is there a way to stop the mutants from eating the plants?
Yeah, I mean, if we can't grow many world hearts, maybe we should try growing them differently. Maybe we could breed them so that the mutants wouldn't eat them. But we're not allowed to try, which is crazy. I mean, imagine what we could do. And not just to seedlings. If mana does that to a plant, imagine what it could do to a person. If we don't try, we won't progress.
What do you think of Born?
He's a good boss. I enjoy working with him. He cuts me some slack, gives me some time of my own. That gives me a chance to, well, do some experiments sometimes. Just try a few things to see if I can help the seedlings.
And is everything all right out here? There's nothing getting you down?
Just the usual. The mutants, the low success rate in growing world hearts, the occasional bit of grief from the boss, but nothing too bad. You know, nothing worth talking about.
Why are world hearts so rare?
I don't know. I mean, berserkers have been studying them since before I was born. I think they found one out in the wild. I heard they were going to destroy it because it was, you know, a mutant plant. Then they realized this thing was making everything else grow. They've been learning how to cultivate more world hearts since then, but it's hard. Even since they learned to feed them with mana.
Cauldron sent me. He said there might be a problem.
Problem? What problem? Why would there be a problem?
That's what I'm here to ask you. Why do you think he's worried?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know why he would say something like that. At first you get me talking, and then you tell me that? Are you just here to spy on me? Get out of here, leave me alone. What do you want from me? I don't talk to spies.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I'm not here as a spy. Cauldron was worried. He's concerned about you.
He does? Okay. Apology accepted. You can tell him I'm okay. I'm fine, and there are no problems. These seedlings, they're our true hope.
That technology will get you into trouble here.
What do you want from me? I don't talk to spies. These fucking mutants. They're so desperate for Elex, they even try eating the mana from the seedlings. All that work.
There's mana in the seedlings.
But, wait a minute, you... That'd be
So?
Happy. Yeah.
Is the...
Yeah.
What do you... And is that...
Just the They...
It sounds like you really care about your job.
You know, yes, I do. I want to see the seedlings live. I want to see more world hearts. I just wish that the others could see how I could help them achieve that.
How do you think you can improve the seedling crop?
And that's just the seedlings. There've not been many experiments on people since some narrow-minded warlord banned them. I think we should at least talk about trying that again. If feeding mana to plants in these doses can make world hearts, What would happen if we got the dose right with people? Any experiment. It's going to take someone to show the way, to blaze the trail, to be the first.
It takes courage to be the first.
Well, I was thinking about mana and seedlings and us, right? The Elex, the normal Elex that the Albs are after, that makes them stronger. That's why they're so scary. So I thought, what if we did that with mana? I mean, it's been purified by the plants, so it should be all right, yeah? And if it makes us stronger, like the Albs, then we'd stand more of a chance. We could take them on. So I extracted the juice from a seedling and I drank it. And I felt like I understood everything. Everything.
Don't your laws forbid that?
Yeah, I suppose, but don't you see? If we can get this to work, if we can do this, then we'd all be stronger. You can see that, can't you? I've got to wait to try again, but I'm telling you, one more dose, maybe two, and I'll become something else. Something that can fight the Alves.
One more dose?
One more mature seedling, and I could solve this question. I know it. I can show everyone the way. We can win this war. All this can be over. You believe me, right? So, let's keep this between ourselves. You will get more juice. I promise. I should go now. I have to make this work.